My name is Chad the Beast Hardy.
And I'm just Rob.
And you're watching Chad the Beast Hardy channel. And today we're going to be going over some mount escapes. And also, if you guys didn't see, on chadthebeasthardy.com, I just added a new section for the Daily Hiva. And I will also be done filming tomorrow for the 2-hit combo. And then I'm going to go ahead and start the leg lock course as well. So hopefully by next week, I can go ahead and post that up for everybody on the site. And let's go ahead and get into this technique. So we get into this mount position, and he's saying he's having a tough time holding on to the mount. He's saying that the person's kind of hip escaping away from him, and the person's always escaping. He said that he doesn't really like the grapevine position, and he goes to the S mount a lot. So I'm going to give you all some basic tips and some things that I like to do. So first off, we get off the mount position. If Rob is trying to hip escape, right? So he's using his feet. He's trying to hip escape. He's going to move his hips off to the side. That's a basic escape and a way for him to get out of the mount, right? So he goes here, he hip escapes, gets back to guard. So the reason that I prefer this grapevine, because if he starts pushing on one side of my body, what I should do is isolate the opposite side. So when I go here, what I like to do is get control of the person's head and grapevine his opposite leg and drop my hip. Now if Rob tries to hip escape, he can't do it because I'm killing the side that he's trying to hip escape to, if that makes sense. So I go here, if he goes to this side, he tries to hip escape. As soon as he does, I drop my hip the opposite way, right? I don't want to drop into him because that's going to help him start to push away and escape. Now, the next thing is the upa, right? So, or the bridge escape. So Rob's going to bridge, right? So he's doing this with his shoulders. If I control Rob's head, so I'm right here, he can no longer bridge. So if I want to take away the upa and I want to take away the person's bridge, there's a few different ways that I can hold the mount position. One of my favorite ways is grapevining, but when I grapevine, I'm kind of taking my knees off the mat, I'm pinching them in, and I'm driving my hips down. At the same time, I'm getting control and I'm dropping my hip to one side, all right? And if you notice, his hands are kind of trapped to his body here. This is going to make it extremely hard for him to start to escape. Now, if you're still having trouble, another thing that I like is just taking my feet and kind of crossing them behind the person's butt. So I go here. This makes it extremely hard for him to start unweaving. If you're having trouble with the person hip escaping, you should go to the grapevine or you should go to the cross leg position. Now, if you're having trouble with the person bridging, what you should do is take your feet on the inside and hook like almost behind his butt. So I'm here. So rather than just having my feet out like this, yeah, he's easily escaping. I take everything in. My body's almost off the ground. I'm pinching my knees in. My feet are tucked, crossed, or grapevine here. Now, at the same time, I'm hugging the person's head, and I'm going like this, all right? I'm putting pressure. That way, the only way that he can escape is going this way. If I'm just sitting here like this, I'm not driving my shoulder in, it's gonna be easy for him, he's got my arm trapped already, to just go ahead and bridge, and I can't do anything about it. But if I get really low, I go underneath his chin, I go like this, now he tries to bridge this way, it's gonna be almost impossible. Now from the mount, what I like to do is try to single out the person's arm. So whether you're going 2-on-1, or something like this, I wanna start attacking. Whether it's like a straight arm bar, paintbrush, whatever it is, I need him to defend. When he defends, that's how I start to move up to different positions. Or maybe I let him bridge. He starts to bridge. He pushes away. Now I can bring my knees up higher. I can start to work to a higher mount, mid mount. We get to the S mount if I keep control of his head. But again, the way to keep a tighter mount is to connect yourself to him with your hips. If I'm just on my knees like this, I'm not really putting any pressure on him. Right, my hands are like this, there's no pressure. But if I drive my hips in and I take my shoulder and I make his face go to the side and I drop one side of my hip, now the only way that he can go is this way. And when he bridges that way, it makes it even easier. So go ahead, bridge this way, Rob. So he goes like this. Now I can take advantage of that position. He's not gonna bridge back into me because his face is getting squashed. It's gonna be impossible to turn back into me. But if he goes this way, now I can take advantage of that position. I can move on to arm bars, taking the back, all that good stuff. As always, no liabilities. Oh, you're still here? What are you looking for? Some more techniques? Well, there's plenty on chadthebeasthardy.com. Go ahead and subscribe now. You haven't subscribed? Why not?
Bye.